omo a eye adwuma o agrigold mpanifo aba manhia kotokwa himfie na de sie na anu ada no ode nkyeremu abobo santeman rura.
No Ablekuma North, no business in parliament. Opinion ban na eka saa asemi.
Yebeko talensi na emebu ko bi o kire se oni abre papa ma MPP amanyoko no o party office o twaja tum adan ya na bi koso a wani enye ho.
Enipa mako 214 ene nei wonomo enya eye Cholera yamutuo yare ni bi ne senti no enkyerɛkyerɛ ene afutuo bi aba ya di mu nkyeremu nso ebrem.
Anwumre ye de aseda PSA e ma bohyeba enkane a bohyeba electrical na so ya sen a anwumre ode na say ye garden light na afi eye best lamp ombenya bi na afi spotlight screen holders ni nyina so low standing fan na eye air condition fan USB ewomom na afi so standing fan eye oriented bo nyunyu kama ehoma no so say 1.5 mm 2.5 mm 16 mm ni nyina ade energy commission edi on sasha ase we eni ne wate ho a wodi adwuma betimi abo ye pa so ene emiensa adum Oyerepa bro say wo mu a prison run about oba obenya eye enoma hodo ya bobosu bi akere nkane akane bi a obenya bi ukọ eye PZ so a antiata kufu abro sa no so ebi wo ho PZ to okro anso abro san ya nansen ya esi a enike yete dubai die nim hwe no eno nso ase ho no a bohyeba nkane e wo ho bohyeba electricals bowura ho na kwaje nkane papa fa ka ofie frɛ 0536 095 966 0536 095 966 enyunyubure beno ayaje pene ba beso mo memedinde asonaba Kwabena Amoateng mene
nana Aduse Pokuaa ahwene
nsam no nkire mu nie na atwe se ne ade de kye ne kwasi de aso de na omanga na yante asam de nyina ne se yekopromo o agrigold a na enuanum bi a omo nso fi se bio ontra ho ma kom enne omo na senate bi obekọ na won so abansisa bai die enome bia hodo bia ofisu se ombeso betimi anya na ja wa transma gold no eyo onanam de de o transma ekom de obewura ho a enkyeremu ekira na gese wone asodwafo na se abambo adwuma kue wo ho no ono mo ne sesa fe so awi ase no enipa nkron etonanam ewo ense do no na mpenisa wo bi ene ewie bi ntenam so ama adwuma kuo no mpenimfo so bo anabai kotokwa ahemfie ode nkyeremu be kira santemawura de e course nyina no na amane bonum a mbo ni nyina wie no ana santemawura e kasa na okirem se ampani ampa we die ya de hadwi yi papa se e beba ne se oman Ghana na ade na ne ade nkochi a na nipa nkron pa ai bie pepra ne nyina atona no won se do a ne nyina aye fomagudie ya sikatuo hu ya de e wo se aban no ne no ma bebre na ne nyina so onim se de kofa we nyina ba no aye unemployment a gba bi wududo no anya adwuma anye no to besre aban bia otoso so betimi aboa na hihye pa etimi akoso na aboa na emebunu nso no anya adwuma aye na no ade ba ko am ha dwen se abansesa ba na nche se yasesa aban de ene sole na fa wo ntade wo ho de wo meti ekika na kese ne onam ene ya ayesesa aban ko ade ene me babeji no ma bi a ofi so onfamra kwan so santemawura se enye saa ene democracy a man Ghana yaso mu no yetie
this collapsation, unemployment and all that. Yes, those are issues that we have to look at. So much as we have to look at it to see how best we can incorporate all these illegal miners, how can we bring them into the mainstream? If we can allocate portions of concessions to the leaders, the gang leaders, those supposedly who lead them, and say, okay, you operate there, bring all these people there, and then look at what gold they produce and arrange to buy also from them and all that. Mainly, we might find a way to resolve these things. But doing illegal mining must not and it shouldn't be encouraged by anybody, not even the government, no matter what. And the change of government shouldn't give people the opportunity to say, because there's a change of government, we are going to misbehave or take the law into our own hands. That also should not be acceptable. We are living in a society where the law operates, and therefore I don't think this government would also encourage that to happen. And from what they've done so far, I know that they are not going to encourage that to happen, no matter what. So we all will try to find solutions to this. Yes, unemployment. Yes, illegal mining is not acceptable. If those young ones who are there want job, we have to all plan together and think together and see how best we can incorporate them into whatever that we can. But, and then Asanko also had the same thing last year, when a lease signed legally by the government to them like Uncle, and then people, illegal miners also going there with impunity to mine.
Zero.
And I can't see why the Minerals Commission, whatever, cannot take these things up. And so we all have to, make sure that things are done appropriately and properly. The new government has not settled. Therefore, like I said, the direction as to how we're going to look at it is also something that we all will take it up and discuss closely and dearly with. But the security will still protect you, and I'm sure that within the next month. I know there were lingerings there, but community-wise, we still have to be talking to the Saikin Zongo in Kwasi, for example.
ɛno akyi na santemawura ɛkyerɛ sɛ nɔma saa akokɔ so wɔ man mu sɛ adwumakuo bi ɛyɛ adwuma invested nipa dodoɔ ada osika du so pu abɛhyɛm ɛyɛ adwuma na adeɛ nkɔkye na nipa bi tumi ka sɛ yɛasesa aban nti no na ɔkɔto ahyɛ sɛ adwumakuo no so a ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛbɛtumi ama sɛ abambuo kora ba no sɛ kyerɛ bi no adwumakuo bi ne nipa bi kora wɔ sika sɛ ɔtumi ba ɔman mu na ɔde osika bɛhyɛ adwatire bi mu na ɛboa ma ɔman kora no nnwuma ahodoɔ kɔ so wɔ ɔman mu a saa nneɛma a ɛkɔkɔ so nso yɛanhwɛ ne yɛampɛ ano nnuabiribura na ɛkɔ so a ɛbɛtumi ama ɔmo a ɛwɔ esusuɛ sɛ daakya nkwa mebia no wode osika ba ɔman mi ɛbɛboa ɔman no ɔbɛtwintwa wɔn ase.
Internationally also, because if you are not very careful, internationally these news go out that if you invest in Ghana, you're being disrupted by illegal mining and everything. You cannot attract any investment at all. These are all issues that we all have to bear in mind. So we make sure that much as we want investments, we also have an obligation to protect the investments, for people to appreciate that if you go to Ghana, you can do business there, and then your investments are protected. So I think that we would also take it up from here, support you. So you can count on my support every time, and I know that it shall come to pass. Dead, those who died, whatever, I'm sure no one wants any human being to die. I don't want to lose any human being. And the circumstances like this, it comes, and then there's nothing one can do about it.
Enti Santa Mai sɛ ɔmo bɔ sɛ ne ti bia nso no bambɔ deɛ ɔmenya na adwumadi ɔmo die bia nso wɔkɔ so ayɛ na ɔde wie kura na ɔna ɔtu ɔmo fo sɛ adeɛ kakra bituma aboa no sɛ ohwɛ ɛyɛ mining company dodo no bi no deɛ ɔmo yɛ ne sɛ ɔmo ɛte foundations ahodoɔ na foundation kora ɔtumi fa nipa a ɛwɔ mpɔtam hɔ ne daano na ne nyinaa ne sɛ amanfo yie die nneɛma ahodoɔ a ebetumi aboa amanfo ne nti ɛka ho bi a nipa no hu sɛ ɛne sika ɛyɛ efum agudie tue sika company a ɛwɔ yɛ mpɔtam ha yɛn no ɔmo nyinaa na sɛ bio yɛnya mu mfasoɔ nti sɛ foundation bi kra wɔ hɔ ne bi a foundation kɔ new month fo ewuwo bi a ebu ha ebu nwomesua ebu mpuntudwuma ebu mmabunu ahodoɔ a ɔmo hu sɛ ampa yɛn nyinaa na yɛn nkonkonko nti ɛnkɔba sɛ bio wɛdeɛ ase yɛtwa agya baabi ɛno na de duma bi a na utwa ɔmo gya na ɛde menasepɔ ne ɔhaw ɛɛba.
Assemblies is what they use for. Either for roads, for community schools and everything. So that people would appreciate that we are also benefiting indirectly from the operations of the community. I think one thing that you have to also look at going forward when the production goes again, it's the form of what Newmont did, where you set aside an ounce of something in terms of money and then form a development foundation together, Anglo and the community. So you get them involved and then they can decide if you want a hospital, if you want a school, if you want this. And that also will bring in the community involvement to understand and appreciate what you're doing.
Adesimama Santimaira Otumfo Osetutu the second and a yetene camera angry good mpanimfo eba menhia kotoka himfia ode amane ebe bo no na esi na anu ada enyina ewo oboase.
Okopie mo ewo eye Ablekuma North abatom pesua so e won kran pumpuni mantem mu a besi sabre ya mene mo kasa yentimi enkyere anase isi entimi enkyere se asomasi anase obentene na ekwa akogina mu ewo mrahye bedwamu ede ama omanfo a wono mo wo Ablekuma North abatom pesua so ne senti ananu fiade ya na kyese eye mrahye bedwamu wono mo ko asetena wo mo kwa akodi wo mudwuma no eno na domkuma no ba no dani owura Alexander Afenyo Markins esore ye ene wo hyase didede ye enya asem ketwa kra a wo kire se Ablekuma North abatom pesua so anamusini bia enimrahye bedwamu a wono wompene da emadwumadie bia enkoso wo ho ne senti na ene domkuma ne nyina nso so eta na chi wo nyina sore ye edidede ye besesima aduasa de na kyese parliament ho no nya asem ketwa kra ne no ena wo kire mu se ono kra eye no nwanwa se isi na ono ejina mu owura ono anase nipa wo ejina mu ede ama isi ewo Ablekuma North ho no sa abrebia wo ben na adwene se wo kwa akobua eye anase wo kwa akodeclare se asomasi anase party A ana party A na enya no na NDC mabunu no didede ye ne niama bebre basa na omo de kɔ ho no kra ye no nwanwa se besi sa abrei omuntimi enhwe ma bambo ho nsem entimi enko so osore ekasai na enu achi no yewura Afenyo Markins edin nsem sei atudwa
of its staff. The Electoral Commission complained of destruction of its properties. I would want my respected colleague who has just come to take steps in ensuring that Dr. Dampari, the IGP, who is the head of the Election Security Task Force, is able to provide sufficient security to enable the EC undertake its constitutional mandate. Mr. Speaker, we raise this as a serious democratic matter because it is a blot on our otherwise peaceful democracy. This is supposed to be a 276-member chamber. We are 275. The people of Ablekuma need a representation, and government must take steps in ensuring that the Electoral Commission declares. Thank you.
Rasha bedwani a wode oye owo eye afutu abatom pesua so na yeti ne nkan a wono akuro yada na woye domkuma no ba no dani owura Alexander Afenyo Mark
na talensi emabu nso akwakwhye MPP amanyukuo no abatom pesua so a wo ho no nyina ne se okiremu a na eyade a na nsen nkrata ne nhyehyɛ bi ba se enipa bi a owo party no emma ne bi ekodi independent parliamentary candidate echi ama enam so ama ensesuaso eba no party ni anye ho yie tenam so ama sani pay party de asotwe kakra ama omo na no ana no mo so omo ti ase anye yie sanse bi esida ohwe 2020 2008 and 2020 here sa ebi kɔ so na asa akwakoye se eye konkoba fonko a na asa MPP amanyokuo no edi sa edi omo na 2008 no yenom da goma fo no bi nsukura so no cross koto ama independent parliamentary candidate Alhaji Sani Idi na ne nyina nso mpanifo anka hwe ahwe 2020 nso a eno nso kɔ so saa onabo danko Ojaka Thomas eno nso saa MPP amanyokuo no mabi enso ekɔ oye independent no omokoto aba na nso asotwe bia ama sanse osusu se na oye da goma fo na fe ba ne sen na fe do omokokomafo emabunu bu na fi aba ya 2 year ai omokodi independent no mpanifo atwe omaso eno ne nam so a odi ebufuo ekɔ eye party office wa enne okotwe gyatum ohun se oba Facebook ono ba hwe se de sitie de na gese oni pedifo no bi ene obi adwane enne mlika tente kura no mo so madwane de a egya nso de se ne nyina e Manchester no obi ade ne Manchester bai ene ompa shi mu a ono asa gina ho ene no omo kasa e che ne oma ahodo a ekoso a wani anye ho se sa sotwe ne die never again se so bio ekoba se konkomani bi eno de no mo ehun se eye traba politics no moye na mum se de didi ya be ye no akosua koye a ye fa sa so twenko no ema no nti sa na mabu yi chese mpanifo a kopem se omo adwen ene ne omo aka no omo sesa omo adwen no ne omo kan na omo eka
enne ye kopiemu ewo mfinfini mantemu a eye Aguna West mansini ni mu health director anasa Health Directorate at the Magana Health Service no and they one more air kasa wo de adesrekese pa eto manfo a wono mo ho no manimu say and they Cholera yare no ayiniti wo ho no pa ama enipa be se mako 214 and nei omo ehonsem akọ enkratamu e wo mansini no so na eno na Beta Arthur a wono eneye Aguna West Municipal no Health Director or say 11 cases be and a confirm ya HSA ampa yare no ayiniti wo ho ne senti wo de adesrekese call e de ama manfo wo ho no mo say eye apomudin no aso ye no ebo wo mo homode ne bia se ombetimi aso ano nanso timamufo ema wo no mo ani na ho omuhunu eniema nsesan bi ene niema bi yiyi ne ti se eye Cholera yare bia ntempanala omo nsori waka enkopiemu wa yare sabia na yenhwe wo mo afenso so mo hwe se o ma ho ne die ho nsem nso so ebetimi adimu sane be ya wo no mo betimi abre yare na se.
As we speak now, Aguna West, we have suspected 214 cases. Suspected means that they came with diarrhea and some came with some kind of dehydration and then vomiting. So the signs and symptoms, they presented with the signs and symptoms of cholera. Those are the suspected cases. And we have confirmed 11 of them. It means that out of all the samples that we sent to lab, the lab has certified that 11 of them have the cholera. And as I said, in an outbreak condition, if a district suspects or confirmed one case, if you confirm one case, it's an outbreak. And now we have 11 cases. It means that we are above the outbreak threshold.
Madam Alberta and Ayetini.
na yenko sehwi anwea so traditional area sele nananom hihye mu tietem bia no so nananom trankunya ewo so nya konfopeni a obeka nananom hom na adwumadi a odi ahodo bia fa sunsun famu ene hunam famu nyina no so no otimi edi abomo nanam so dwumadi a wodie no enso etimi aboa nanam so bese mfie kakra nie na konfopeni akwese champon oda ne benkum so na afi hu behia se wo se oyi ne nam sini na no totototo ye no sisi ne kosi konfopeni na bafo gyew nso na ena oba ne private life na so na brabo mu adodo no anim se evis bafo gyew ena sisi wodi mfie aduasa mienu ena sisi yeyi no na dwumadi na se no ena nam so masuma nkwa he de masawi anwa so traditional area nso na anyima jedu otoso mienu de futu omo am so onhwe yie na odwumadi odie no enom mbeda hotrodo de wohunu na nam yi kirewa omo yi kire nya man so a na enkofafa nsensem bi na fe be wiase no na obomo edin bonem na eno na futu ekowie no na konfba ba konso eso kan se de tibia no omo so agepene se sompa no kre na futu na nam de ama omo no eno ana omo so be hwe so aboa amasehwi anwa so potamu nyina nso no nanam so adwumadi odi nyatumi akonkan yi
akonfo ayaba ye ho ahomete pa enti me futu kakra me wo mane se obenya ye ho abotere de aye papa o de anya papa o e wo se wotie na ode ye nku no de sra wonya nya de na sihini ige papa akoye bola se ni obi beka papa ebi beka bone nanso ni kwan sa wode na so etie de akonfo ni bi beka na so wode nani ehwe de ebinu mo ye na okoso na de a oye no okoso na wo ye no ne kwan so no san so de no kure die eba na brabo mu because minim se de eja wusitie oye na de bia pepe se de wo se oye no
yate de ne atadwe yanya ye konfo hene na najawu ba mu konfo and yesi na ya gina tum e ma de giye pa if you say dwumade bia enitia na amane amamre ne amane nso de na edi bu man ene de chichiri ko enti na ye ma de bisam pese pa
ese sa atam ne edi bi ya hini nso wu ya no afi ne ye ba be ye na yiye ye be na ye dia kamera ka be na ye dia na si enye ya here ne di si ntimi ne me konfo badu ane so nana aso pamu konfo ya ba ne ani na ya ba nso subankwa hinu fefe dia ya ma na ya sra nyame sra nkwa nwode asra openya asra osade
enti onuanom akonfo no bi no so we die atadwefo wa omanya akonfo pani a odi no kredie be yedwuma na no na ono ankasa mu akonfo pani baafo gyawu zanjrofo ne kasa na o kire se ne nanam de afutu ama no ono nso beka bom ama no kre odi no kre ata nanam achi ama bebia ni anwa so traditional area so no se hwi anwa so traditional area so dwumadi odi no etimi atumpon
se nyame bua na omode mekọ se le nana oji awo ko kire na ji awo wi a ye be ye de ese ne de fata se be ya akom ebe fa ntoma pa afirama se de baabi ni anwa so de kwai nso akom ebe bam no obi hu se de obi ye konfo a odi buo be ma no afi de to so bi se de be ya honhom a se de wo man mu ha na se nsuwa a ya to na jeje mu amamre ni amane ye se ye mo a ye gya ye nye ebe se ebe ye sa amane nyina de aboa man nsuwa na ti ma boa kuru no ese konfo se wuti kuru na se kuru se ya ese ya wuti mbi na konfo boni a otena kuma kuse no sabe ye moni din emfa enyi apa yempu ebra wawu nti mepeni se mwa na mepeni ayeyi no biso meye ade se de be ya enema betimi aye nkoso ne animunyam aboa babie ni empatem
konfo pani baafo gyawu na yete ne nka na yenti nsimu na anigedie mu enua ba no koya wasamba
Bronya ide wadi o. Wadi bronya na the new year na me na say feel.
E fere sokoto bronya. Bia no tada na akire.
Nso de nsapan na ba.
I said titi o e cassette no. Obo na say here no da na akire.
Ani wada na akire. E na na de pension no anwan. Ono de ama na pension by me de.
Christabel, e de na o mai yonko.
They can me dance. The Aduse so enigede kase na chese Aduse so na ye boy rem ewo ya enua be ma Kwabena aso ye Kwabena high life artist na Kwabena chire mu an sisi ya fi ayesimu na chese wenya mfie aduonu me chire 20 years ewo music industry ni ye bopni no ebusa ne say sisi ya wenya 20 years ewo music industry ni mo no o how be mpa na wafe mu no chire mu say.
The first challenge, investment and funding. You know, quite difficult to get funding. You know, in this space. One in Mabibri, you know, it's one of the biggest challenges. But Nyankopon Aduminti, you know, as we went on, we were able to, you know, Jumakaka, we say we try to, you know, invest back into it. You know, you know, something going in a circle for a very long time, and that has been one of the biggest challenges. And the next challenge, so I would say, is the lack of support for the craft. Instead of your best support, you know, we actually find ways to badmouth. We find ways to report things which we don't have evidence of. You know, nina no, appeal and I say we leverage no conform, and it makes people who even have the appetite to come and invest in you. And sometimes so much we've had those challenges.
Na yakasa no anso hwa yesan so ene ne to aso atwetwe nkomo bisa ne say na eyede na okoko support MPP na ochire mu say MPP omoni swade hunu na omode to nanim na chese esopa ni na ma ne de ne chitai nyina ne mo nyina de ko support MPP a ode bonyom ede ma wo mo eni so kan say
na me wo Canada and me receive a call from Minia A+ say the candidate Kwabena to Shishemi. So me bag Ghana, me do Ghana, I think the next day or two, and other family and he expressed interest in, you know, me doing something for him for his campaign and all of that. And at that time, like I said, I believed in his you know, his vision and what he had achieved as a political individual over the period. And me when say okay, I could help campaign for him. Not necessarily say I had issues with the other parties, but I only had love for Ghana, and I listened to what his vision and what he wanted. He said he wanted to do as a president, and I bought into his idea. That was at the height of my career, and I was still growing. Because I.
Yet so any Kwabena etwetwe nkomo. Na wo kire mu say Nanado any MPP aban. Eyade so omo ni ma ne pa a oman support no na no so kire mu say.
In terms of Sabio Obi edine ne image ne career to ma na oye bibi ma you show appreciation. Nyankopon kra obo ye nyina no. Osi esora no pa ye na. Me o bibi a o. Nyankopon o bibi a ma no. But then after all that we did, and the negativities and the problems, because of course, if you endorse one political party, what happens to you is the other side will see you as, and yes, the enemy, but will see like, okay, we can affiliate with you are with the other. One way or the other, you will lose. You will lose certain things. For the I want a better word. For the intent, who was okay, you also want a better person, or you are choosing a better person to lead our nation. No? And on the amount of motivation.
Okay.
But then fast forward, looking at everything that had gone on over the years and how Ghanaians have seen the turnover of office near the end.
Kwabena sansem we ya o kan fa MPP hu ni na 2016 no. And I just order ni support e koma MPP a omo so so an supporting into apache mu a boni aye de aye o so mo yini boni aye o mo anhwe nanim kra o mo anhwe nanim ti we nyina ka ho ama just say other side na say omo ankofo bia na nko ni omo wo dwadie bi omo hu say just say sisi de Kwabena no wo MPP de bia ye so ye wo NDC nti say mo bi wo ho kra nya de say ye de ma no we so aye nsem a aye Kwabena e de to ye
na aye mo assistant na ye omo it should be a news. So we be a adwuma wo ye no esu pre neutral rule na o se afide me kwa ha eno de so na ebeba ne de
aya no fan say e normal
normal
say me bonyo
ma e adwuma na wo ye
yes me tonwom ne keke na makombe
NDC ni na o se o de wo me pe onwom pa na akiri de wo fans pa na me afa wi aso so de na MPP who say normal ba me hu say normal anti so no say business bi na me no wo ye a feed some record no omi say beautiful so omi say beautiful amani o say set there you cannot mo yin free
and na man carry a call from kra and sakra na
mu a don't expect say kwakwa ye glorify you
never said this time around no celebrities na omukodi NPP fo achi no mutira ye pa NDC fo achi
NDC no ha
omutira ye pa this time na the na last week we say na ye bomb
regional officer
we say dodo na ye omomo movie ni mu omomo music ni mu omunyina akop support ye ana say ya benti say ye wura John Dramani Mahama owo bibia ye sere na ada mu onyi omoma
because omo life e basa na life
na akoye style bi enti say aban ne sesa pe
no ano
na what to see
mo ye no aso ye training no what fidie so no mo ye nyina che
say we party bi
fine what who say bia when you sika nyina wi aban no nko no sika obedie nyina na abraba obone no bebre ho a na watoto no nyina wi o na so mo amfiu na so do life nyina kugusu dia na say wapem because ojuma wo ye no e tena NDC fo be hian MPP fo be hian na wo di kra stand there na je say ndie enhwe dia ba bi mu
nti de kinu susu say we yanwum tuni na party A and party B ba unchen say sika ye nie bag ma ye dia besi ho bonwoma ya e de na seso ye
ena mi ken say sika nie eya Ghana ha wo say sika men
Debbie
da say ko mo je adwuma yo sika men yo na ado ba kwa ya no
sika ke no anya dai
empeni wo kwa say
sika no ko tina ne ba bi din
enti e ba sa no a ye wadwen say onwum to no Odi kwa wiye. What do crossroad wa? They say nyum to rankasa no. They say choosing money over your career. Sanity o. So odi krese mu MPP wa ko bonyum a. What also who say King Paluta wa ko jana to nyum na ede ampa. O de besa namum say asaba na ma.
Obeying.
Effect no a draw so papa. And you know what you say sika. Sika no so say bit ma so 20 years out. For dear. And the house almost so no. And he said I no maybe no more come yes ka kese sa de a. No was a business be no kwakoye de a. Na why in time to another business. And the woman say the woman we are bit ma pekewa. But say also nyum to say no now so dana someone who nyum me de pa no. Ah. Debbie, I saw that here. Yeah. What you say? We are there in this. We are supposed to. I didn't know. Because for we never told you. So what you say? Until we are there, until who say, when you to another level, no dear. Who a supporters to pay 2,000. Who declare to be 100 video be free. A man in your same say effect in the bar. Watching the boko. I suppose no ban no fish bar, no breaking boko. We play and quadia.
Say me play breaking a boko.
Break and go.
You don't call yourself a baller or unum bontini you would.
And that's a me, my dear, ye need dear Cassie, a buyer, me. Christabel upon Daisy, a Gaspar baby na Matadi Linda A fashions na Asha Matade. Linda, me that's a pa or Cassie.
Or Cassie. No, unto for the baby honor.
On to. The one I just say, fashion, why, won't you? No, to now, walk on him.
Okay, okay, come on.
Pa. Any old park and Cassie. More, about our one night as a hand.
And we didn't know
so we are saying
119 January.
I just remember was saying, we see her. Your first the piece of my same for era, you want to do Korea, and a numerate or say Mumai, or Rekunso, and a boy or silver rumor, and remain I be a tregu of Facebook or what and come. For me, centers are not and you raise we pay 2 million answer as it appears here, yet the a mamma. Benwa, your bear, you may be some more, maybe didn't the Asonaba, Kwabena, Amoateng, mene.
Nana, Aduse Pokuaa, Ahene.
Yet I'm was.
Messaya, you're too soon to be with me.